Have you ever wondered why some people seem to unlock success so effortlessly while others struggle for years without results? What separates those who achieve financial freedom from those who remain stuck in the same cycle? The truth may surprise you. It's not luck, not connections, and not even talent. It's growth. Before money can expand, you must expand. Before wealth can grow, your character must grow. If you're passionate about self-improvement and want to learn how to build both your inner strength and your financial independence, then make sure to subscribe right now. This channel is dedicated to giving you the tools to rise above limitations and design a life of abundance. 1. Why you must grow first. Money does not solve problems, it amplifies them. If you lack discipline, self-control, or vision, more money will only make those flaws more destructive. This is why personal development must always come before the pursuit of wealth. Too many people think that earning a larger paycheck or starting a profitable business will instantly transform their life. But the truth is that money magnifies what already exists inside you. If you are careless, impulsive, or directionless, money won't save you. It will accelerate your downfall. On the other hand, if you are disciplined, strategic, and wise, then money becomes a tool that extends your influence, your freedom, and your impact. Growth is not an afterthought. It is the very foundation that ensures wealth is a blessing rather than a curse. Rohn often said, if you want to have more, you must become more. This timeless truth reminds us that income rarely surpasses personal development. Consider athletes, artists, or entrepreneurs. Their earning power is directly tied to their capacity to grow, adapt, and improve. When they stagnate, their value declines. When they evolve, their value multiplies. It works the same way in every profession. If you do not expand your skill set, strengthen your mindset, and refine your habits, you will hit an invisible ceiling. That ceiling isn't placed there by society, the economy, or luck. It's built by the limitations of your personal growth. To break through it, you must first break through yourself. Wealth is not about chasing money. It's about pursuing the kind of growth that makes money inevitable. Growth is not optional. It's the price you pay for the life you want. Every book you read sharpens your perspective. Every skill you develop strengthens your toolkit. Every challenge you embrace shapes your character. These small investments compound into something far greater than momentary success. They form a foundation for wealth that endures. Without growth, you might stumble into riches, but you won't sustain them. That's why lottery winners often lose everything within a few years. Their bank account grew, but they didn't. Real success is not about luck. It's about becoming the person capable of handling and multiplying opportunity. This is why the pursuit of growth must be relentless. It isn't about proving yourself to others, but preparing yourself for the life you desire. 2. Skills that create value. Money flows to value, and value is created by skills. If you want to earn more, the starting point isn't complaining about unfair wages or waiting for the economy to change. It's developing yourself so that you can offer more to the marketplace. The world rewards people who solve meaningful problems, and the bigger the problems you solve, the more the world is willing to pay you. Instead of demanding a raise from your boss, demand more from yourself. Ask, what new skills can I acquire that will make me indispensable? What knowledge can I develop that allows me to solve problems no one else can? When you think this way, you stop chasing money and start attracting it. Think about it. The marketplace doesn't pay for your time. It pays for the value you deliver in that time. A doctor, an engineer, or an entrepreneur doesn't earn more because the hours in their day are longer than yours. They earn more because the problems they solve carry greater weight. A surgeon who can save lives in a few hours is delivering more value than someone who performs a simple task that anyone can do. This principle is universal. The more rare, specialized, and impactful your skills are, the more leverage you create in your career and business. That leverage translates directly into income. Value creation is the ultimate currency of success. This is why continuous learning is not just a habit, it is a weapon. Every skill you acquire increases your market value. Learn communication, and you can influence people. Learn leadership, and you can inspire teams. Learn financial literacy, and you can multiply resources. Learn technology, and you can build solutions for the modern world. Each new skill expands your capacity to create value, and as your value multiplies, so do your opportunities. You no longer have to beg for better pay or wait for someone else to give you permission. Your skills make you irreplaceable. The beauty of skills is that they compound. One skill enhances another, creating a web of value that makes you stand out. The future belongs to learners, and the greatest investment you can ever make is in yourself. 3. The link between mindset and money. Your outer world reflects your inner world. If your thoughts are small, your life will remain small. If your beliefs are limited, your opportunities will remain limited. The truth about wealth is that it doesn't begin in your bank account. It begins in your mind. A person who thinks abundantly, creatively, and expansively will naturally discover opportunities others overlook. Meanwhile, someone who is trapped by fear, scarcity, and negativity will sabotage their own progress. This is why two people with the same resources can end up in completely different places. One becomes wealthy and the other stays stuck. The difference isn't luck, it's mindset. If you believe money is evil, you will unconsciously reject it. If you believe wealth is only for the privileged few, you will never strive for it. Beliefs act like invisible fences. They determine how far you can go. But when you reframe money, not as something corrupt, but as a tool for freedom, growth, and impact, your relationship with it changes. Suddenly, earning more isn't selfish, it's a responsibility, because the more resources you control, the more you can give, build, and contribute. Wealth in the right hands is not dangerous, it is transformative. The difference lies in your mindset. If you see money as a servant rather than a master, it will empower you instead of enslaving you. Jim Rohn emphasized that success is not something you pursue, it's something you attract by becoming the kind of person who deserves it. This is the essence of the mindset-money connection. Money doesn't simply chase effort, it chases alignment. When your mindset, habits, and vision are aligned with growth, money gravitates toward you because you have become the type of person who can handle it wisely. On the other hand, when your mindset is rooted in fear or laziness, even when money comes, it quickly slips away. Change the way you think, and your financial reality must follow. The most powerful investment you can ever make isn't in stocks, real estate, or business. It's in reshaping your mindset. Because once your thinking expands, your life cannot stay the same. Your income, opportunities, and freedom all rise to the level of your mind.
4. Discipline in action. Discipline is the bridge between goals and achievement. Without it, even the best intentions crumble. You can dream big, but without disciplined action, those dreams remain fantasies. The truth is that goals, no matter how inspiring or lofty, are powerless unless they are followed by consistent behavior that brings them closer to reality. A vision without discipline is like a blueprint without a builder. It looks impressive on paper, but no structure will ever stand from it. Discipline transforms wishes into reality, not through bursts of extraordinary effort, but through ordinary actions repeated daily. It requires us to confront the unglamorous side of success, showing up, putting in the work, and enduring discomfort. Many people abandon their goals not because they lacked ability, but because they lacked the discipline to sustain their effort through the inevitable monotony, setbacks, and obstacles. Dreams require energy, but discipline provides direction for that energy, channeling it into purposeful movement that accumulates into tangible achievement. Discipline shows up in how you manage your time, how you handle your money, and how you stay committed when distractions tempt you. Every small decision compounds. Skipping one workout, wasting 1 hour, or spending recklessly may seem small today, but repeated over time, it defines your destiny. Life is not shaped by a single dramatic choice, but by thousands of subtle choices that accumulate silently into either strength or weakness. The Stoics often reminded themselves that character is revealed not in rare grand gestures, but in daily habits and decisions. When you choose discipline in one area, whether that means resisting the urge to procrastinate, saving money instead of indulging in impulse purchases, or holding yourself accountable to your promises, you strengthen the foundation upon which all other successes are built. On the other hand, the cost of indiscipline is cumulative. Wasted hours become wasted weeks, missed opportunities turn into regret, and neglected health turns into suffering. One decision may seem trivial, but each decision bends the arc of your life slightly forward or slightly backward. Over months and years, that arc determines whether you live with freedom and mastery or with limitation and frustration. The good news? Discipline is a muscle. The more you practice it, the stronger it gets. Small, consistent actions, saving a little, reading daily, improving your craft, create unstoppable momentum. At first, discipline feels heavy, like lifting a weight your body is not used to bearing. But with repetition, what once felt impossible becomes effortless, and what once required conscious effort becomes second nature. This is why the Stoics emphasized voluntary hardship, choosing to endure discomfort in order to train the mind and body for greater resilience. When you push yourself to wake early, to focus when others drift, or to persist when others quit, you are not just achieving external results, you are shaping yourself into someone capable of greater challenges. Discipline compounds not only in achievements, but in identity. You begin to see yourself as someone who follows through, someone who endures, someone who creates order instead of chaos. And once that identity takes root, the momentum becomes nearly unstoppable. The path of discipline may seem narrow and demanding, but ultimately opens into a life of freedom, because the person who has mastered himself is no longer a prisoner of whims, distractions, or fleeting emotions. Discipline, then, is not merely a tool for success, but it is the very essence of self-mastery and the key to building a life of purpose and meaning.
5. Wealth as a reflection of character. Wealth is not just about numbers. It's a mirror of who you've become. Money earned without character fades quickly. Money earned with integrity, discipline, and vision endures. Throughout history, fortunes gained through deceit or reckless greed have crumbled just as quickly as they were built, leaving behind only bitterness and ruin. By contrast, wealth acquired through honest effort, perseverance, and service to others not only endures, but also creates legacies that last far beyond the lifetime of the individual. Wealth in this sense is less about accumulation and more about cultivation. It reflects the habits, values, and principles that guided a person's life. When you look at the way someone earns and manages their resources, you are also looking at a reflection of their discipline, their patience, and their ability to delay gratification. The numbers in a bank account are not merely financial figures. They are symbols of character expressed in economic form. Character determines how you handle success, how you treat others, and how you use wealth. Some use it to control and boast. Others use it to uplift and create lasting change. The difference lies in the person you become on the journey. Money amplifies what is already within. If greed, insecurity, and arrogance dominate a person, wealth will only magnify those traits. But if humility, generosity, and wisdom guide someone, wealth becomes a tool to extend their influence in ways that benefit others. This is why the Stoics warned against desiring wealth without first cultivating virtue, because money in the hands of a flawed character often brings destruction, while money in the hands of a disciplined, principled character brings prosperity not only for the individual, but for the community. How you treat wealth is inseparable from how you treat people. Do you hoard it as a means of control, or do you see it as a responsibility entrusted to you for the betterment of others? The answer reveals your true values and the kind of legacy you will leave. Ultimately, wealth is not the destination. It is the byproduct of your growth, your service, and your commitment to becoming the best version of yourself. A person who chases money for its own sake is often restless and dissatisfied because no amount ever feels enough. But the one who pursues excellence, service, and discipline often finds wealth arriving naturally as a secondary reward. This is why true wealth is less about possession and more about freedom. The freedom to live according to your values, to use your resources wisely, and to invest in people and projects that align with your vision. Wealth built on character is stable because it rests on a foundation that cannot be shaken by temporary setbacks or market fluctuations. It is wealth that serves a higher purpose, reminding us that what we build outwardly reflects what we cultivate inwardly. When seen this way, wealth is not just a measure of success, but a testament to a life well lived, a mirror reflecting the integrity, perseverance, and wisdom of the person who created it. So, if you want to walk the path of true wealth, start with yourself. Grow your skills, shape your mindset, build your discipline, strengthen your character. Because money doesn't change you, it reveals you. If this message resonated with you, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video with someone who needs to hear it today. Remember, wealth is not just about what you get, it's about who you become. And who you become is in your hands.